My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Paranormal Activity, the Marked Ones. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But this movie got bad reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 40% from the critics. But that said, this movie does have its passionate defenders. Like, some people really love how different this movie is. So, I haven't seen it since theaters, where I remember hating it, but I watched it with an open mind, hoping to turn around on it, and I can't. I think this is a terrible movie. And, like, look, Paranormal Activity has a very set formula, a clear sense of what these movies are, a clear sense of escalation, and this movie doesn't fit in that box. And it's okay for franchises to do something different every now and again, but my issue is that it just feels like another typical, generic, found footage horror movie. Like, it might stand out in the franchise, but in the whole genre, there's nothing to this movie that really allows it to stand out. So, that's disappointing. Um, we've got George Diaz, Andrew Jacobs, Gabriel Walsh, and Renee Victor, who all gave very flat performances. I do not think these characters were interesting or entertaining. I don't think they sell you enough on the emotions of what they're experiencing. And I just found this movie to be very boring. Like, the story being told just kinda sucks, and I found it a real chore to get through. The movie is also not scary at all. Like, no bit of tension or atmosphere, no effective jump scares, no effective use of sound, just a complete flat experience. You know, there was one scene where they're in a church performing a ritual, and if you look in the background, you can see someone there. But it's just not done in an effective manner. Like, instead, with this movie, we've got demon superpowers, demon possession, time travel, and witches, and I can appreciate the ambition of this movie to a degree, but that makes this movie sound far more interesting than it actually is. And the worst part is the ending. The first Paranormal Activity is perfect. I love it. I think it is phenomenal. And that ending where Katie goes downstairs and she yells out to Mika and she ends up killing him is so disturbing. And you know what is happening just based on the sound. So, to fill in the blanks that we never had, the movie decides to explain what happened in that time we don't see, and it turns out some random teens time traveled to that moment, and that's why Katie screams. And I don't know, that's just really fucking stupid. Like, I, 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 I feel like the movie thinks it's far more smarter than it actually is, and this ending actually pisses me off. Like, whenever I rewatch Paranormal Activity, I do not think of this movie. I just block it out. Because I think that is the dumbest explanation possible. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this movie. You know, like, it's okay for franchises to do something different, but I do love the Paranormal Activity movies when they have that escalation, when you're left analyzing every frame, and when they have that tension and that atmosphere. And this movie has none of that, which would have been fine if this movie was good. And it's just not. It's another standard horror movie. It's never interesting or entertaining or scary. It's a completely forgettable movie. Or at least it would be if it weren't for the abysmal ending. So I appreciate some of what it's trying to do, but it falls flat. I'm giving Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, a 2 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Paranormal Activity, the marked ones? What did you think about this movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.